start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They start the drive with Cook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Oh, he's got some weight. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Cousins will try and throw. And this is incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
And you know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their 25-yard line. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Pickett will look to pass it. He'll buy some time right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Buying time to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down. But they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's Trubisky to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Able to hit his target, Claypool. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Now it's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Touchdown. Adam Thielen, 36 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Pickett. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the give, this is Harris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there, because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does, and delivers a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 8. Now Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Harris. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Pickett now on 1st down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And shutting him off, now open field. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 26 yards. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets... it up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Right back to Cook for another completion. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
It's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first-half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will shrink to 6.
These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
20! Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Harris going to get it again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cook on the toss left.
142 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now on 2nd and 16.
Pickett. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10, it's Pickett again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Setting up the screen. Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of it.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Fourth down, Cousins. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickett right back to the air again.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Gets this out wide to Pickett.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickett to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Following the interception, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this one. No, okay.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
That escapes us.
Pickett lost it.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
That is his defense.